Hello and welcome to another set of turns here with the False God. We are playing as Berytos. I believe we are doing turns 27 and 28, and then 29 is going to be a live turn. So Dark Knowledge, found a Burial Mound, one more death. We get our expansion party killed. Like I said, I in retrospect, this is the wrong way for me to send out this raiding party, not expansion party, this raiding party. Not a good idea. We got 6. We got a turn of capital, sacreds, and a priest killed for no gain. We got some gold and some unrest, and we found another small troll lair, which is nice. Certainly not nothing. Got a lot of unrest going along, going sort of around right now. Definitely going to need to try and clean that up. This one just got added and it'll go down from our PD, but like this unrest is going to take a while to go down. We're not getting any unrest reduction, and we have turmoil 3, so it's not going to really naturally go down. Definitely something I need to pay more attention to in general. It's sort of, I don't know if there's a button that like lets you see how badly things are, or like look at a glance at how much. Okay, this is probably what I should be doing. Is doing a better job of hitting this button and just scanning for unrest. Like, it says 53 unrest. Why does it have 53 unrest? I think it was maybe this ill omen. But this is something that we need to patrol down. We're losing income. Now we're in the middle of a war, so we can't do that, but definitely something to I think in my game that I need to do a better job of is watching and managing unrest in places where I'm not sort of already thinking about it. Like, I'm always going to manage to patrol my blood hunting provinces, but I need to do more for the other sort of the other provinces where random stuff happens. But anyway, that's something that I can work on in the future. For now, we have different problems. We're sending our army of demons up to join up with this army here. We're going to do more demons up here. We're going to finish our research for Bloodlust next turn, and then go Conjuration 4/5 for big elementals. I don't think that there's too much we're looking to summon besides the big elementals. Light of the Moonstar can be useful. It's hard for us to cast, though, but possible. Voice of Apsu for water searching. Yeah. And then at 5, obviously the elementals. Raven Feast is a maybe. We will eventually have the paths to cast it. Nads are useful to break us into nature. But most Howl, we don't have any nature. Once we get into nature, Howl's a good spell. So it's mostly for the elementals. There's some other stuff, some goodies, but we're headed there for the big fire elementals, because in addition to our demons, we're going to try and force our way through or that way. So look, yeah. Well, let's go to the next turn, and then we'll sort of do a bit of a recap of our current position. 28, and like I said, 29 will be live, so that'll be me in the past. So if I stay dumb stuff, then that will be me saying dumb stuff. That's our first pearl. Super useful. Very much needed. Helheim gets killed by Mercs, just their PD. We lose 3 Dominion. Awesome. Super fun. And we got some Blood Slaves. So, okay. Now that our scout's back and we talked to Fomoria, unfortunately, we're not going to get to see it. They're on the capital. They've either killed the god or they're killing the god next turn. So there's no more god, and really with that, no more So we are now desperately trying to grab as much territory as we can before somebody else gets it. Sort of an anticlimactic way, our ally finishing him off, but we'll take the stuff. Unfortunately, it also means that we're not going to get any infrastructure from this war because of Ur's stunted expansion. They haven't built a single fortress. So the only one to claim is the capital. And we had sort of negotiated the rights to the capital, but we no longer had those rights once we lost our whole army. And losing our whole army means, the way we did, means that Fomoria also knows we lost our whole army. So that's dangerous, right? Because they are now going to neighbor us on both sides. We have a nap, but it's dangerous. So that's why we're not waiting for our demons to move out. They've been kind of checkmated. So we're going to try and grab, though, as much of this as we can. So we're going to take here and here. We've got groups. This group is now moving here so they can move this way. And we're going to see how much territory we can get out of the corpse of Ur. So looking back on the war, what went wrong? I mean, it's sort of a silly question. We know exactly what went wrong, but what could have been done differently? I knew that the Titan was there. I had seen it before. I did not respect the Titan enough. Is absolutely what happened. I really thought that our sacreds were going to be able to kill it. And that ended up not being the case at all. I mean, eventually they would, once we got lucky, right, and popped that moss body, we would have killed her from there. And we had to fight, the hero. I don't think the hero, though, gives them paths they don't otherwise have access to. We go through their whole mage line. Yeah. They could have had this person cast moss body, so the fact that it was the hero didn't really matter. It could have been that caster instead. But so we needed a better plan to deal with their Titan. We knew their Titan was there. So what could we have done, knowing their Titan was there? What could we have researched to fight it? We don't have good thug options as Berytos until Melkarts come around, and that's pretty far away. You can maybe try and kit out a bride. I would just be so nervous. They're so expensive. They've got 18 hit points. You'd have to give them a full kit because they don't have any defense. Their attack's bad. You're not gonna equip this random human. We basically don't have any Colossi commanders besides the bride. So thugging it and great swords of sharpness, I don't think was going to be a real option for us. So what does that leave us with? Big elementals would have done it with no fire resistance. I think big elementals would have got us right through. So that was something we could have looked to do. In alteration, we could have immolated her. Probably. That might have done it. Incinerate as well. It's a lot of alteration though. In evocation would be a little trickier. We're probably mostly going to be blowing up our own troops if we tried to deal with her that way. I don't think evocation is really the answer. I already talked about construction. Enchantment. I believe we got Strength of Giants out during the fight. I'd have to go back and watch it. Strength of Giants helps, but wasn't enough. Flaming Arrows, again, she had Air Shield, so probably not going to get there with Flaming Arrows. Probably not going to get there with another level of enchantment either. I don't think there's anything else here that we can really do to get through. So I think Thaum, I don't think there's much in Thaum. Sailor's Death, maybe? No, I mean, I don't think that's going to get there. She had regeneration. Prison of Fire? I don't know. It's not great. She had some water or cold resistance too. I think it probably had to be Alteration and Conjuration. I think that's really the only options we had. And we failed to identify them. So that's unfortunate. And then Blood. I don't think so. Blood is eventually what we had decided to do, which is just to kill her with Serum and Bloodlust, which is reasonable. And in testing, it worked. But there's no other way to deal with it. So we took the war without having a good anti-Titan plan. And then we lost our army to a Titan. So, you know, I think Zan has a whole video on Titans. I probably should have watched it first. I have not watched it yet. I should go watch it. Maybe it could have saved all those Beryton lives. As it stands, though, we're gonna go get Conjuration 5, and then we're going up to Thaum 4 to get like Auspex and no more, and start finishing out our remote site searching. So, yeah, kind of an anticlimactic ending to the war. Pretty unfortunate for us. It definitely leaves us vulnerable to Fomoria, if Fomoria is interested. Now we have a different set of tools to fight Fomoria, and most importantly, we now have our Serum online. So what we need to do from here, in addition, obviously we want to capture as much of this territory as we can get. We need to start kicking blood hunting up by a lot. Right now we have 1 blood hunting province. That's nowhere near enough. We're getting all of our dowsing rods together finally. So that's going to help us really sort of kick blood hunting up. But we're going to need to start doing that in a big way. And then once we've sort of got that going, we should have no problems defending ourselves or fighting anybody with our big army of Serum. Let's go ahead. Can you see if we're doing anything cool? Anything else cool? Sorry, excuse me. Dowsing rods, forging a dwarven hammer, storm spool, corpseman, dark knowledge, lightning rod. We're gonna get another guy going eventually. We're basically. I decided I was going to recruit the bone readers up until we got 1 more with air death. I think it's going to take a while too. It's hilarious. From an income perspective, 6/5 gems. We got mostly air, really tiny amounts of a lot of stuff. Death is starting to be okay because of all of the remote site searching. That's definitely helped us out. So yeah, we're gonna finish this war. I don't have any immediate plans to jump into another one. When we look at sort of what else we have, we're going to get some of this stuff. It's going to be, who can I fight from here? I can go take Thrones, which is just, probably a good idea to try and get both these. I can go fight Rillier. If I get these territories, I could try and bypass Rillier to go fight whoever's over here. Kind of a sneaky, like a tough war. A tough road to hoe there. And this would be Niflheim over here. I could go this way and attack TNN. Not unreasonable. But I think, as it currently stands, I'm going to be large enough, and I could obviously fight Fomoria. But, fighting Fomoria, they're strong. Taking away this nap would then give us enemies, on 2 sides that we have to go and try and fight through. And we're Berytos, right? We're just at the beginning of getting our blood hunting all together. And so I think we're okay waiting 5 turns, 10 turns to really get the blood operation up and running and get a big army of Serum. And then we'll go fight somebody. And we'll see who that is when we get there. A couple different options, but that's sort of where I think we're going to go into some consolidation mode. We're going to go patrol down some unrest. I think that's sort of what we have, and we'll see. Hopefully, I didn't watch myself talk live for the next bunch of turns, so hopefully I don't immediately contradict myself on turn 29. But I guess we'll find out. So anyway, yeah, thanks. I guess a slightly shorter one today, but only had the pair of turns. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see everybody, my past self, on turn 29. So, thanks for joining me, and have a great day.